ladies and gentlemen, Max here, and welcome to yet another episode of the GC Informer. You know, as always, we have some interesting stories to get into, so let's get right into it. First things first is that Respawn Entertainment is working on a VR title that isn't Titanfall nor Star Wars Battlefront. They're calling it a first-person combat experience. They're keeping pretty tight-lipped on the subject, but they do have this quote that states that they're trying to depict being a soldier in combat in a more fleshed out and realistic way. According to them, VR can better convey the tension, the paranoia, the true just horror of being out on the battlefield. This game is being made as a partnership with Oculus, and Respawn is going to pretty much go dark until 2019, which is much closer to the game's release. Interesting. Say what you will about Respawn, but they know how to make a solid, well-running game. The Titanfall games, in my opinion, are really dope. They're some of the most fluid shooters out there. They feel absolutely amazing. Even Call of Duty took inspiration from Respawn's Titanfall, even though yes, Respawn is made up as former Call of Duty devs. Call of Duty did end up taking some stuff from Titanfall, like the quick, fluid, wall-running gameplay. Very interested to see what they're coming up with here. And it's also great to see a AAA developer jumping onto VR like this. So the popular Dust 2 map from CSGO is getting a revamp. Basically, it's getting quadruple the texture resolution compared to the original. There aren't any major changes, but Valve is careful to detail these 3 bullet points. They want to improve player readability throughout the map, they want to refine movement around the world including cover, and they want to upgrade the visuals to be in line with modern maps. Apparently, the busted car at the B-bomb spawn is being moved away to allow for greater player flow. And then bomb site A is getting rid of the drainage pipes so players can peek around corners easier. And then the back walls doorways are just now completely gone. This is pretty interesting, and you could actually go try out the map right now by logging into CSGO. So chances are, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you've been playing the amazing Stardew Valley. Well, you're going to want to be careful while playing, because apparently sleeping, which you have to do in order to get to the next day in the game, is causing a game-breaking bug that ruins your save completely. Basically, if you lay down to sleep and your game crashes, all of your progress will be wiped completely. For that day, of course, I should clarify. Maybe not all of your progress gets deleted, just all of your progress for that day. You're not starting over from day 0. Chucklefish is aware of the issue and they're working on a fix, but right now there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of reason as to why. A lot of players are speculating that it's based on when your character is really overworked and going to sleep. That tends to be when the bug happens. So yeah, be sure to check that out and be careful to maintain your saves out there, folks. Once again, talking about PUBG. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has received a rating in Australia, and it's also gotten a new, longer, and more annoying name. The game has an MA15 rating, which is the second highest rating a game can receive, and it's being called PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, the ultimate life and death fight. This is for the Xbox One version, and I really hope that they don't stick with that name. Imagine putting that name on a case. I hope at least the case is still just PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, because it doesn't exactly explain everything that's going on, but you still get a pretty good idea of things based on the title. I have never had a problem with the title. In fact, it acronyms to PUBG just great. Would you rather it be PUBG Tolf? No. PUBG just works great. No need to change the name. I don't know why they're doing this. Sully, I blame you. Living all the way out there by yourselves, you guys like to just do your own thing, I guess. And last but not least for today's news, apparently Mass Effect Andromeda will be available on EA Access by the end of this year. You know, I guess that's a pretty good thing, because if you know me, you know my feelings on Andromeda are not very good. This is coming from a longtime Mass Effect fan. However, I don't think it's entirely worth skipping. If you're genuinely interested in the IP and you're willing to put up with a bunch of bullshit, you may actually enjoy the game, especially if you're getting it for free by paying for EA Access. If you already have the service and Mass Effect comes on there, it's definitely worth trying out. I don't think it's worth jumping on the service for, but to each their own. I know some people that really enjoyed Andromeda, so that's fine. You know, everyone can have their own opinions on the game, but not a fan personally. Anyways, folks, that's about it for today's episode of the GC Informer. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. And don't forget to be checking out the other content here at GameCast, or if you want to check out more of me, you can check out my channel and social links in the description down below. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see y'all soon.